Good afternoon, and welcome to Taunton High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. My name is Scott Holcomb, and I'm the principal of Taunton High School. I now ask that we all stand for the playing of our national anthem by our concert and symphonic band. Please remain standing for a moment of silence in remembrance of all those who have lost their lives and couldn't be with us to celebrate today. Please keep in your thoughts Joseph Martin, a 1966 graduate of Taunton High School who devoted 35 years of his life as an educator and administrator to the Taunton Public Schools. Joseph Martin, a school committee member, passed away last December. You'll notice an empty chair decorated in his memory in front of the stage. You can be seated now. Before we begin, I got to tell you about a couple things here. Let's do a couple housekeeping measures. Can we just check our cell phones right now, take that time, and make sure they're on vibrate or make sure they're on silent? People travel from 1,000 miles away and want to make sure they see the ceremony without an interruption. Also, the noisemakers and whatnot, air horns, noisemakers, beach balls. I know it's exciting when you see that person you're waiting for across the stage. But what happens is that person behind them, if we start making all sorts of noise, you really can't hear their name. So out of respect for the ceremony, the applause is natural and whatnot, but when the air horns go off for too long, it kind of takes away from the ceremony. If you need first aid or water, it's over at the AD's office over here, but you go out the back or side doors, go down the hallway to the AD's office. There's the nurses back there, there's some water. We've got a picture area set over here on the side as well. So what you can do is if you want to take pictures of your graduate, you can see when they stand up. You want to exit through either the back or the side really here, go down the hallway, into the picture area so you can get a nice photograph, and then just go back the same way. That way you're not walking all across the center of the gym. Then at the end of the celebration, all the graduates are going to recess back into Parker, and today they're going to get the jacket for their diploma on stage, but the actual diploma is going to be given in Parker Gym. So they leave here, get the diplomas there, then they'll meet up with you after that. So, I'd like to introduce our students, staff, and dignitaries sharing the stage and special seating areas here today. Our senior class president, Emma Carvalho. Our valedictorian, Kayana Barros. Our salutatorian, Samuel Schumacher. our Honorable Mayor, Shauna O'Connell, who will be introducing our city and state dignitaries. Our Superintendent of Schools, John Cabral. Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Christopher Barada. Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations, Brenda Moynihan. Taunton's Alternative High School Principal, Robert Delaney. Assistant Principal, Kristen Keenan. Members of our school committee, Chairman, Dr. Gregory DeMello. Secretary, Christine Fagan. Derek George. Nathan Pulowski. Louis Laura. Steve Vieira. Gil Enos. And sending his regards is Jordan Fiore. Our associate principal, seated in the back of the graduates, Jamie Pereira. Jason Torres. And Joseph Pomfret. I would ask that all staff present here today please rise. Staff members, if you're here, stand up. It takes a village to organize and coordinate an event of this magnitude. And I would like all of us to thank them for their efforts to make this a special occasion, so thank you. Lastly, I'd ask that anyone in the audience who has served, is serving, or will serve in the U.S. Armed Forces to please rise, along with first responders. We thank you for your service to our country and to our city. And now to begin our list of speakers for the Taunton High School class of 2022 graduation. Your senior president, Emma Carvalho.
Distinguished guests, faculty, friends and family, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2022. Before I formally begin, I would like to offer an extended thank you to all of the parents and community members who assisted in the much-needed fundraising for our senior class events. If not for your graciousness, generosity, and thoughtful contributions, we would not have had the spectacular prom that we did. It does not go unappreciated. So again, thank you to the highest degree. And a special shout out to Ms. Murfitt and Ms. Bellavance for the tedious work and dedication they put into planning our night to remember, from the photo booth right down to those little money mints. Can we get a round of applause for everyone who made our prom possible? Yeah, all right, on that note, people are often quick to forget acts of kindness, especially when this world has been tainted by rude run-ins, microaggressions, and even blatant ignorance. Our country grants us freedom, the freedom to be our truest, unapologetic selves. But we cheat each other of this when we do not exhibit the spirit of humanity in our daily encounters. So, as we transition into our adult lives in this society of uncertainties, the best advice I can give you is to be tolerant, empathetic, compassionate, and to always assume positive intentions. The conscious decision to be a bystander in the face of injustice is an act of negligence. We were graced with a voice for a reason, to speak up and to speak out. The tribulations of life will never be a battle we fight alone, so long as we leave the ceremony enlightened by the lessons of our exceptional teachers and staff. And I don't even mean that in the narrow sense of the curriculum or discipline. I mean that after countless years in this building, we were bound to adopt at least one remarkable member of this community as our role model. You know, the one who inspired us and pushed us in the right direction. The one who taught us how to be a decent human and to love everyone, regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, or political affiliation. The one who touched our hearts and opened our minds to the millions of possibilities and uncertainties we may experience. The one who made it clear that the betterment of each of us is essential to the collective future. Now, notice how aspects of their character have helped shape the adult you will become, and reflect on how simple it is to change a life for better or for worse. Be proud of the hardships you've endured to reach this milestone, while recognizing that each of us took different roads to reach it. We all see life through a different lens, so be considerate of what you cannot see past the surface. Everyone is fighting their own internal conflicts, to which I strongly advise we be gentle with ourselves and others. Or, in simpler terms, just be nice to everyone, everywhere, no matter what. As we continue to grow, share and celebrate not only the largest accomplishments, like today's ceremony, but also the small moments that illustrate and amplify our humanity. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link, so please, always be willing to help, enlighten, or educate everyone you meet. Our obligation is not to keep the gates, but to open them. And if all else fails, just be a teammate, innovator, global citizen, you know the rest. Now, I must say it, our pride is hard to hide, especially in this, the year of the tiger. So, as you walk across this stage, go on to represent your jungle roots in all you are bound to accomplish. Be fierce, be loud, be bold, and command a presence. Find the courage to inspire others while relentlessly using your strength to strive for incomparable justice in this short life. Be sure to consistently reflect on your actions and always be constructively critical of yourself and your surroundings. If you cannot find the leader you've been looking for, become it. Take charge and change the world. Be confident, make elbow room, and give yourself a seat at the table. You deserve it after your years of painstaking work and dedication to your academics. And now, as we think about how quickly these years escaped us, remember that time is no friend to anyone. It will slip through our grasp like the grains of an hourglass. So I encourage you to bask in the glories of the journey. As we've all learned, the destination is absolutely closer than it may seem. We all used to be so desperate to grow up, and now here we are. These simple, spontaneous little teenage moments that we've lived are the good old days. So I hope you were all as beautifully reckless as you ever could have imagined. With every historical moment we've endured and every drastic social change we've adjusted to these past years, I hope you took more from this school than just what you learned from your textbooks. I hope that you will choose to face each day with optimism, fearlessness, and grit. Let us all be prepared for what lies in our paths, good, bad, or ugly. And let us all be ready to exhibit the power and perseverance we've gained from our time here at Taunton High School. Now I'll leave you with some words from Hannah Montana. I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you, the world just opens up. But it's so hard to say goodbye. Thank you.
Excellent job, Emma. Next up, we have our Mayor of Taunton, the Honorable Shauna O'Connell.
Good afternoon. Before I begin, I would just like to take a moment to introduce my colleagues, our elected officials here today with us is Taunton City Council President Philip DeWart, State Representative Carol Doherty, City Councilor Barry Sanders, City Councilor David Potier, and City Councilor Estelle Borges. It's an honor to be here to share this special day with you as we celebrate our Taunton High School graduating class of 2022. Today, we are filled with pride as we look back at your 12 years of hard work and achievement as you walk across the stage to get your diploma. And we look forward to the endless opportunities the future holds for you. And moms and dads, family and friends, teachers, staff, and administration, you have done an amazing job because our students don't get here without your love, your support, and your guidance. To the students who have courageously chosen to serve in the United States Armed Forces, thank you. Thank you for serving this great nation. We're grateful for your service, and we wish you God's blessings. Class of 2022, this is one of many defining moments in your life. And it doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning. Mark Twain said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why." You may know that answer today, or you may take many years to discover it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as you keep searching, growing, and learning. There are many paths that you can take right now. You may go right into the workforce. You may already have a job you love. You may train in a vocation or an apprenticeship, or attend local community college, state college, or perhaps an out-of-state college. There is no one-size-fits-all after high school. Take the path that is right for you and take pride in whatever you choose to do. So today, I'm going to leave you with one simple piece of advice. In all you do, be gracious. What does it mean to be gracious? Being gracious is treating people with kindness, compassion, and understanding. It means being grateful, thoughtful, humble, and forgiving. Graciousness is being generous in words, attitude, and deeds. It doesn't cost a thing, but it pays in endless dividends. In all you do, be gracious. Class of 2022, we are so proud of you. I wish you much happiness and success in all you do. Congratulations, and God bless.
Thank you, Mayor. Next up, our valedictorian, Kayana Barros.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, families, faculty, and distinguished guests. Today, I have the honor of delivering the valedictory address, but to be honest, it's a little daunting, so I'll procrastinate just a tiny bit longer. I would like to take this time to thank my family, friends, and all of the teachers that I've had along the way. I would be nowhere without all of you. I would like to offer a special thanks to Ms. Andrews for helping me and other students with the college process, and to Ms. Quinn for always being a voice of reason in my corner. It is no secret that this has been the hardest year for teachers, yet they show up every day ready to make a difference. Can we get a round of applause for all the teachers out there, please? Okay, enough stalling. I'm going to do you and me both a favor, though, and keep this short and sweet. I'll stay away from cliche Webster Dictionary definitions and niche stories that no one else would relate to. Instead, I'd like to take this time to offer some brief advice. Now I know it's kind of crazy for me to jump up here onto some high horse and offer advice when you and I are all the same. But I've accidentally landed myself into this position, and they're making me say something. Now, when you think of valedictorian, you may think of some smart-looking kid with glasses who spends their time hacking into computer systems or solving the most impossible integrals of calculus. Me too, to be honest with you. Yet here I am, by accident. If you ask me how I got here, I would say I have no clue. But I may have one possible explanation: balance. And no, I'm not talking about standing on one foot or whatever, because just ask Mr. Witters, I can't do that for more than like 5 seconds. You should see me during the Tiger 20. It's embarrassing. Rather, I'm talking about splitting time equally between work and life. I pride myself into being a hard worker, shout out to those Portuguese genes, and crushing out whatever assignments are thrown my way. That's half the battle, just doing the work. Now, the real secret is, once the work is done, I don't waste time dwelling on it or preparing for whatever could be next. I take time away and have some fun. Fun comes in different shapes and sizes for everyone, and for me, it includes a lot of relaxing time. I don't spend egregious amounts of time on work. In fact, a longtime philosophy of mine was to do no work at home and instead get it all done at school. This has since gone by the wayside with AP Calculus, thanks Ms. Quinn, but I still manage to do whatever it is I want once my work is done. Not to brag or anything, but I think this method is how I avoided senioritis. I'm no doctor, but balance might be the remedy to unnecessary burnout. I think that the key to at least some degree of success is to truly appreciate and take advantage of whatever fun life throws at you. When I look into the crowd, some of you look thrilled, few of you are sleeping, but too many of you look overworked. Living in America, we're consumed by this ideal that in order to be successful, we have to grind for countless hours and sacrifice time for leisure. The American dream is fueled by this notion, but unfortunately, some people work so hard that they never get to soak in their dream of success. We are so ingrained into this society where success is defined by excessive work weeks, when in reality, success needs no definitive definition. Success is better described similarly to the elusive fourth state of matter we may have learned about in like second grade, plasma. Like plasma, success has no absolute shape or figure, but unlike plasma, success isn't all that elusive, as long as you balance yourself out. I want to paint you a picture to better illustrate this idea, but I'm not much of an artist, so let's imagine one instead. Let's think of pizza. Personally, I like a thin crust, not too much sauce, and a lot of cheese. But if you've ever made a pizza at home or played Papa's Pizzeria at school, you know the struggles of getting a nice, thin crust. Think of yourselves as the crust. We may want a perfect circular shape, but if we try to spread ourselves too thin to achieve that, we might tear or bubble easily. Stretching yourself between academic excellence, an absurd amount of extracurriculars, and a borderline full-time job can be done, sure, but at what cost? To tear yourself apart and burn out by your 18th birthday? Now, I'm definitely no chef, but even I know that you can overwork the dough and it'll become stiff and hard. Like pizza, you realize that it's hard to put yourself back together again once overworked. However, with a proper approach, it's possible to get a balanced stretch. Sure, you may have to sacrifice some of that perfect shape you expected, but the taste remains the same. You see, when making a pizza, there are both internal and external variables at play. They're the ones within our immediate control, like the ingredients of the dough. Think of this as the amount of work we do, the amount of fun we have, and the amount of time we spend relaxing. With a balanced mix of ingredients, we are better prepared for whatever toppings will be thrown on top. We're not only better prepared, but more flexible and more open to adaptation, giving us a greater capacity to succeed. And in life, like making pizza, there are going to be variables outside of our control that will combine to see how far our dough can stretch before it breaks. However, with a balanced foundation, where we are cautious not to spread ourselves too thin, we are more likely to make it to the plate, if you will. And yeah, maybe our pizza looks a little misshapen, but it still tastes great. And like pizza and plasma, success has no fixed shape or volume that makes it great either. Now, I urge all of you, in whatever it is you pursue in the future, whether it be college, trade school, the military, or the workforce, to remember balance. Don't work yourself into a complete state of exhaustion. Reserve time for your responsibilities, but match that with time for you. Take care of yourself. That means keep tabs on your mental, emotional, and physical health. Life is a balancing act, and those who take care of themselves are the ones who actually live it to the fullest. Like Wiz Khalifa said in that one song, work hard, play hard. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck.
Excellent job, Kiana. Next up, we have our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. John Cabral.
Good evening, class of 2022. Actually, good afternoon, class of 2022. So recently, I had the pleasure of traveling to Kentucky with my mother to attend my nephew's graduation. Mind you, my mother hasn't seen her grandkids or my sister in 3 years, and I was charged with booking the flight. So I booked the flight last minute as usual, and unfortunately, we had to schedule one of those flights where we had to make multiple stops. So I look at my mom, I'm like, great day to fly, and we tried to get the booking on an airline sooner versus later, but because, again, I was a little late in making our reservation, we couldn't get a direct flight, so we had to settle for one that made several local stops. In my opinion, the flight was beautiful, and as soon as we sat down in Pittsburgh, there was a blue and white truck that drove out and refueled the plane. But I noticed my mother, again, 80 years old, about 4'10", and feisty like a tiger. I noticed my mother looking out the window and watching that truck as it pulled up with great interest. We next touched ground in St. Louis, where the refueling process started all over again. And again, that blue and white truck pulled out, and I saw my mother again looking and watching very attentively. But I noticed that she was starting to get annoyed. She was getting agitated. But if you know my mom, you don't engage her when she's acting that way. So I just sat in my flight, put in my earbuds, and we continued on our way. So we were soon off again. We landed in Ohio. And again, that blue truck pulled out and refueled the plane. Finally, we landed in Kentucky. And as we were leaving the plane, another blue and white truck pulled up as we were heading off the plane. I looked at my mom and I said to her in Portuguese, "We really made good time, didn't we?" My mother drops her glasses and gives me this look. And you guys know the look that your parent gives you when they're very annoyed. So she looks up at me, as only my mom can, with her glues fixed on the field. She's like, "Next time, tell your sisters to book the trip. And tell them to book the trip with the blue and white truck, because every time we landed, the blue and white truck arrived before we did." That just goes to show what happens when you travel with your mom. So before I read my speech, or present my speech to you, I just want to thank Steve and Allie for providing me with the inspiration to prepare today's speech. And I'd also like to take a moment to dedicate this speech to Mr. Joseph Martin, former assistant superintendent for finance and operations, school committee member, colleague, friend, and of course, a great mentor. I know Joe is looking down on us today with great pride, because no one exemplified the Taunton Public Schools of the city of Taunton more than Joseph Martin. Taunton High School class of 2022. I am so excited to stand before you as your superintendent and offer my own congratulations to you. First, though, I want to welcome all the proud parents and guardians, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, and uncles, and extended family. This is your day, too. I know you are bursting with pride as you watch your graduate mark this important milestone in their lives. The entire Taunton Public Schools family joins you in celebrating this wonderful occasion. Your hard work has paid off. Graduates, you probably already know this, but you are a very special class. On this important day, I want you to take stock of how you have all brilliantly rose to the occasion this year and showcased what it means to be from the community of Taunton. When faced with adversity, we didn't cower. Instead, we turned to each other and we moved forward with love, dignity, grace, and resilience. In reality, it came down to choices. A choice to dwell on setbacks versus viewing a setback as an opportunity for growth. The Road Not Taken, written by American poet Robert Frost, eloquently depicts the choice each of us has to make when we come to that fork in the road of life. He starts the poem with, "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth." He ends the poem with, "I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And as he made all the difference, down one side, the road was wide, smooth, and well paved, headed downhill with gently rolling hills, and it looks quite easy and inviting to navigate. The other fork, however, the road is thinner, lots of terrain, rocks, peaks, and valleys. Here, the road is narrow and sometimes perilous, and it seems to be continually going uphill. Two completely different roads to choose from, completely opposed to one another. Throughout life, you will be placed in situations where you need to make difficult decisions, difficult choices. After all, it is your choice. And the choice you make can have a lasting impact on your future. Where the wide road may look at first appealing, you might soon discover, if you head down this road, that it's not what you expected. You may find it's full of selfishness, hatred, violence, and divisiveness. There seems to be so much of that already in this world because many have chosen the road and have fallen victim to the mob mentality. Unfortunately, we are living during a period when many in today's society have limited knowledge and make decisions in their own best interest. I urge you to seek your own truth. If you choose the road less traveled, which I assure you will not be easy, as a matter of fact, it's going to be hard, but you are ready, and I have complete confidence that you will choose the road less traveled as you start your journey beyond Taunton High School. And when you do, carry the lessons learned throughout your schooling. You accepted every challenge throughout your high school career. Of course, I'm not surprised, because that's what we do here in Taunton. I watched you as you put the needs of others first, embodying the very best example of what it means to be a servant leader. This is a skill that will serve you well, as you will not be measured by the size of your bank account or the number of homes you own. Rather, you will be judged by the number of deeds and the service you provided to others. As you go off to college, work, or service, keeping the mindset of being a servant leader will set you apart. Look for ways, big or small, where you can help and make a difference. There's always opportunities to help others. Which road will you choose? How will you treat those who have less than you? How will you treat the elderly who are alone and struggle to care for themselves? How will you treat those who don't look like you or speak your language? Will you choose the road less followed or continue strolling down the easy road, minding your own business, only focused on your own little world? You may, over the course of your lifetime, be able to only lift one person. That person could be a friend, a teammate, a neighbor, a coworker, or a complete stranger. As you set on the road less traveled, I want you to challenge yourself each day to perform one good deed for someone else other than yourself. It doesn't take much, it truly does not take much, to extend kindness to a complete stranger. This will serve you well in many years to come. When knocked down, and yes, you're going to get knocked down, and that will happen from time to time, you have to get back up and continue on. Be bold and proud in your declaration that you will not tolerate anything less than full equality for every person, period. That is how you will help to shape a better future. Taunton has always been for the little guy, so use your voice in that pursuit. We're here in Taunton, or whether on a college campus, your place of work, or on your sports team. It just takes one person to make a difference. Stay on that road less traveled. I'm proud of each of you, and I know I'm not alone. Taunton produces exceptional people, and now you join their ranks. I hope you will let this moment and all your accomplishments sink in to your memory. Look around you. You see your classmates, you see your teachers who have been by your side through it all. I know you have many wonderful memories that you will take with you. In the years to come, my hope is that you will come back and look at this time and bring a smile to your face. You have many exciting adventures ahead of you, but few will be as influential as the years you spent here in the Taunton Public Schools, your foundation. Of the nearly 500 graduates before us today, many of you have known no other home than Taunton. Some of you will make your futures right here. Others may go off to college and return. Some of you will plant roots elsewhere, in another city, town, state, or even country. But regardless of where you go, you have all shared in one common experience. You are the Taunton class of 2022, the class that will help shape the new standard. So my request of you is simple, and it is this: wherever you go, take the best parts of our community with you. Be Taunton's ambassador. Show the world what it means to be from here and how it can be replicated for good. So I hope you enjoy this day. Take the time to let it soak in. While it is on days like this to dream about what awaits you in the future, make an effort to be present in this moment, to take in all the love that surrounds you, and to leave here today Remember to make smart choices. Don't be afraid to follow the road less traveled. But today, have fun. You've earned it. And on each other day, almost there, on each other day, do good. Don't be strangers. We are excited to see and hear about all that you will do. Congratulations, class of 2022. It's been an honor.
Thank you, Superintendent. Next up, we have our salutatorian, Samuel Schumacher.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and, of course, the class of 2022. Thank you all for being here with us today to celebrate such a special day in the lives of each and every one of us. I know for certain that not a single graduate sitting here today could have made it here to this ceremony and to this stage of their life without the help and support of others both inside and outside the Taunton High School community. On that note, I would like to take a few moments to personally thank some of the people who have had the greatest impact on my own high school journey. First, I'd like to thank Mrs. Olette and Miss Quinn, both of whom challenged me for multiple semesters, but also knew how to have fun with their students and taught classes that helped me make new friends and many great memories. I'd like to thank Mr. McKenzie for running a great, fun band program that gave me a welcome break from academics for the 3 years that I was a part of it, and Mrs. Logan for being the most dedicated teacher that I can remember having, and for spending way more time than she had to helping me with my college essays. Thank you to Mrs. Dyer and Mrs. Shavs for teaching the programming classes here at Taunton High, which taught me a lot and solidified my interest in computer science as a major and as a career path. Mr. Gay and Mrs. Andrews, thank you for making the time to meet with me and help me through the craziness of applying to college and everything that followed. Thank you to Mr. Holcomb for always supporting me academically this year, and to every one of my club advisors for giving me a place to explore my interests and meet new people, especially Mrs. Menard, who has been with the math team since 8th grade when it was one of the first places that I made new friends at Taunton High. To my family and friends, thank you for always supporting me and for all the fun times and great memories. To my best friends, you know who you are. Thank you for helping me get through the toughest times of my last 5 years. I don't know how I would be where I am today without you. And to my parents, Candy and Rick, thank you for always being there to help me and encourage me, and for your unconditional love, even when I wasn't at my best. This is probably the only speech I've ever given that I haven't shown you a preview first, so I hope you like it. The class of 2022, you did it. I know that each one of us, myself included, has struggled at times throughout our high school journey, and we have all had to endure the 2 years of hardship caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. But by being given the honor to sit in one of those seats, walk up onto this stage, and receive your diploma, you have proven that you are willing to work hard and persevere to achieve success, and you deserve to be very proud of yourself for that. Graduating high school is not just a success in and of itself. What it really is the culmination of all the small successes that you have achieved over the last 5 years of your life. And something does not have to be grand or extraordinary or life-changing in order to be considered success. As long as it's something that you're proud of and that benefits you and those you interact with, it counts, and it helps you move forward and achieve even greater success in the future. And the only way that you can have all of those little successes is to take advantage of every opportunity that comes in your path. Think of everything you have participated in since you first entered Taunton High School. Sports, clubs, competitions, arts programs, elective classes, CTE programs. Every one of these things is an opportunity that you chose to take. And even if you would still be here at this graduation ceremony without any of those things, you would not be here as the person who you are today. The purpose of high school is not simply to get you a diploma. It's to shape you into the person who you want to be. If you hadn't taken advantage of the opportunities you were given, you may not have been accepted into the college, entered the military path, or gone into the career that you chose for yourself, which would have affected the course of your entire life. Now, you may wonder why I'm telling you this, why I'm talking so much about the past, why I'm telling you about what got you to where you are today when all of that already happened. Because everyone knows that you can't change the past, right? So, well, wait a second, that might not actually be as true as you think. You see, while today we're all here reflecting about what we've done so far in our lives, most of our life is still ahead of us. And while today we're all sitting here thinking about our lives up through our teenage years, someday you could be sitting over there or over there where your family and friends are right now, watching your grandchild or your great niece or great nephew graduate from high school. And while they're thinking about the past as the first 20-odd years of their life, you'll be reflecting on 60, 70, 80 years of your own life. So don't get too caught up in thinking that you can't change the past, because most of what you will one day consider the past is still in your future and is therefore within your control. But remember, you can only change the future if you act now, before it's over. All of this ties into a single piece of advice that I hope all of you will think about as you leave here today. Live your life in such a way that you won't have any regrets. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't currently regret anything from the past, but if you seek to make decisions that will prevent you from having any more regrets, then you should be able to live as happy and successful a life as you can within your circumstances. Living this way involves not only taking the opportunities you are provided, but also making sure to give yourself the freedom to have fun, meet people, and do activities you enjoy. Although some of you may still think of me as some smart-looking kid with glasses who spends his time hacking ethically into computer systems and solving impossible calculus problems, to be honest, that is pretty accurate, so good job with that one, Kiana. I've learned through personal experience that a lot of you will be more content and feel better about you. I've learned through personal experience that you will be a lot more content and feel better about yourself if you prioritize not only work, but also having time to relax, rest, and maintain your friendships. So yes, by all means, chase success and work hard to achieve your goals. But don't get so caught up in that you forget about the other parts of life. Because remember, success is anything that makes you and others happy and content. And even if you achieve academic success, corporate success, or social success, you will never truly feel that you lived a successful life with no regrets if you don't also take advantage of all the other great things that life has to offer. Before I close, I'd like to let you all in on a little secret. I've never been very good with goodbyes. Like many of you, I was very upset on the last few days of school, thinking about the things that I would never do again and the people I would never see again. And like many of you, I'll probably be crying taking pictures with you all in a couple hours. And when I was little, every single time that one of our trips was over, I would absolutely bawl my eyes out. I have a particularly vivid memory of one time in elementary school when I was visiting New York City with my parents, and I was crying hysterically as we were getting into the cab to the train station. But one of the hotel workers noticed how upset little Sam was, and he came up to me and he gave me a few of these little Marriott branded chocolates. And it just made me so happy to have these to remember the trip by, even after it was over. So again, why am I telling you this? Well, as important as it is to make the most of each part of your life as you're living it, the unfortunate truth is that, inevitably, you will have to move on. The unfortunate truth is that, for as much as this high school may have given us, as many opportunities as it may have given us to explore and refine our interests, and as many great memories as we may have, today is the last day of our journey together at Taunton High, and we'll never be able to go back. But that doesn't mean that our journey here won't continue to impact our lives, and that we don't want to be able to look back on our times here many years from now and remember all those great opportunities and amazing memories. With all the other things going on in our lives after today, we don't want to push our high school experience so far into the back of our minds that we won't have something in our head, like those hotel chocolates, to remember it by. So, if you truly want to live a life with no regrets, then remember this as you move on to the next chapter of your life, whatever it may be. Take advantage of all the opportunities you are given. Make time to enjoy yourself and connect with others. And don't forget to take the little chocolates along the way, so that one day you can open them up and remember and be grateful for everything you did in the past that helped to make you into the person you are today. Thank you, and congratulations to the Taunton High School class of 2022.
Excellent job, Samuel. Next, we have the chairperson of the Taunton School Committee, Dr. David Souza. Please pardon that. The chairperson of the Taunton School Committee is Mr. DeMello.
Thank you, Principal Holcomb. I can't wait to renew your contract. Let me begin by apologizing. I just landed from Frankfurt, Germany, less than 24 hours ago. It didn't have any orange or black to wear, but I know that Mr. Pawlowski wouldn't let us down because he wore his Taunton Tiger proud sneakers. Mr. Pawlowski, show the crowd. But I did happen to have my Taunton Tiger socks, so I did have a little Taunton Tiger pride in me. To our amazing students, families, faculty, staff, guests, and elected officials, on behalf of the Taunton School Committee, welcome. Thank you for being here today to share in the joy and accomplishments of our 2022 graduates of Taunton High School. Congratulations. I know some of you may be thinking, wow, that was a great speech, short and to the point. But there's always a but. If I may take a few minutes of your time to share a personal story that began exactly 40 years ago, almost to the day. Like you, I sat in a gymnasium like this, anxiously anticipating walking across the stage, hoping that the speeches would get over, just like this one, as quickly as possible so I could move on to the after parties and future life. I had no intentions on going to college. As a matter of fact, I didn't even apply to any college before graduating. At the age of 18, I was already involved in my family business right here in the city of Taunton. I was still living at home, was paid a very nice salary, and was driving a company car. Not bad for an 18-year-old kid with no college degree. After much debate at the dinner table throughout the summer of 1982, my mother insisted that I apply to college, which I did reluctantly. I put little effort into the application and just went through the process, doing the absolute bare minimum. To my surprise, I got accepted to start in September that year. I enrolled in classes and attended 5 classes on a Tuesday, Thursday rotating schedule. I don't advise that, while working in the family business. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and sometimes even Sundays. Well, as you can probably imagine, taking 5 college courses in a day without having much time to study, my grades weren't that good. And my speech got edited because it really said my grades sucked. I continued on and respected my mother's wish, but while working in the family business, I was also traveling the world and having a grand old time, which I highly recommend, traveling the world, that is. Well, as you can probably guess, I never completed my bachelor's degree. It wasn't until 2002, 20 years later, that I finally got my degree. As life continued and after a career change, I returned to the classroom. In 2011, I earned my first master's. In 2016, my second master's. And just 1 month ago, month of May 6, 40 years later, let me repeat, 40 years later, I walked across the stage with one more degree, a PhD in Educational Leadership and Policy Studies. Thank you, thank you. I share this story because you leave here today, some of you without a clear path or any indication of what the future holds for you. But you know what? That's okay. I didn't find myself until many years later going through career changes, educational challenges, and personal life challenges. But I am here before you today as the chairperson of the Taunton School Committee, which is one of my proudest achievements in my entire life. It is my hope and the hope of my colleagues and everyone in this gymnasium that we help make you better citizens and that Taunton Public Schools prepared you for whatever challenge lies ahead. So, congratulations, get out there, conquer the world, and you know what? Don't worry if you don't have a clear trajectory, that's a tough word, to where you want to be. You will get there because you have the support right around you in this gymnasium, from your family and friends. The community also supports you, so please don't ever forget. I'll end with a quote by Leonardo da Vinci. Learning never exhausts the mind. God bless you. God bless America. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Chairman Dr. Gregory DeMello. Next up, we have Robert Delaney, Alternative High School Principal.
Thank you, Principal Holcomb. Congratulations to the entire class of 2022. Your hard work and dedication to earning your high school diploma has led you here today. Congratulations as well to parents, guardians, and caregivers of our graduates. Your guidance and wisdom have as much to do with each senior's attendance here today than anything else. Graduates, class of 2022, even the couple that are nodding off in the front row right here, look around at your classmates and understand that today is the last day you will gather as an entire group, celebrating together your academic accomplishments, amongst other things. Your path in this academic arena leading up to today has been different for each and every one of you. That's what makes Taunton special. We're all different. And how we got here, as Mr. DeMello just described, you never know. It doesn't matter where your journey started. What matters most is you're sitting here today waiting for your name to be called in front of thousands of people, signifying you completed all requirements needed to receive that elusive high school diploma. To the seniors sitting here today who finished their careers with me at the alternative high school, thank you for letting myself and our staff be part of your journey. You may have experienced some bumps and some turns in the road, but you didn't give up, and you're sitting here today and you made it. I'm very proud of you. Our school motto at the alternative high school is challenge accepted. Every single one of you, all the 500 and something graduates here, accepted that challenge of what life threw in front of you, and you knocked it out of the park. You made it. I'm truly honored to be standing here in front of Taunton's class of 2022. You are what Taunton and America needs right now. Talented leaders who are going to guide us to better times. Graduates, class of 2022, fellow Tauntonians, enjoy your day. You earned the right to celebrate. Go out into the real world, which, by the way, starts Monday, and do great things. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your special day, and always, always remember, look out for each other. Remember, you'll always be a Taunton Tiger. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Delaney. I have the honor of doing the last speech right here. Yeah. So here goes. So I went to the barber shop a couple weeks ago to get lined up. The barber shop is a place that a lot of people hang out. If you've ever been to a barber shop, there's a lot of discussions there. Abe comes up to me. He daps me up. He said, "Hey, it's good to see you, Scott. How you been?" I said, "I'm really good. Thank you for asking, Abe." He said, "What's going on in your life?" I said, "Well, I'm getting ready for a graduation, getting ready to do a speech." He's like, "What are you going to talk about, Scott?" I said, "Abe, I'm not quite sure yet." I said, "When you were in high school, Abe, did your high school principal speak?" He goes, "Yeah, he spoke." I said, "What did he talk about?" "I don't know." Throws it back at me. He goes, "What about your high school back in a long time ago?" We said, "What about you, remember?" I said, "I don't remember what my principal said either." And all of a sudden, the whole barber shop is like 15 people are getting into a discussion in there, and they're all asking each other, and they're all like in their mid-40s and 50s and 60s, and not a single solitary person in the barber shop could remember what the high school principal talked about. I think they were losing their mind faster than they were losing their hair. So I guess what I'm trying to get out of that is we can think of a lot of different things I just said right there. Is I got to give you something today that maybe you can use tomorrow, some advice, something. Because with time, things fade. So it reminds me of an old poem by a Cherokee Indian. The poem is called two wolves. And the reason I want to talk about this poem today, I'm kind of thinking of speech as like food for thought. It's because what I've seen out there in today's society is a lot different than what I saw back in the 80s when I was in high school. It's a lot of tension out there in the world. And I'm seeing how it's impacting people that I love and that I care for. So the Cherokee, here's how it goes. He's sitting down, he's an older man, he's grabbing his head. And his granddaughter walks up to him and says, "Grandpa, what's wrong with you?" The Cherokee looks down at his granddaughter and says, "I have two wolves in my head. One wolf is good, and the other wolf is bad, and they're in a battle right now." So the granddaughter looks up at him and says, "Grandpa, what wolf is going to win?" The Cherokee looks down and says, "My love, it depends on the one that I feed." So what I look at now as I look out at you is I have a challenge. We all have these two wolves in our heads. My challenge to you is be conscious of the wolf that you feed. I could perseverate today on the mispronunciation of a name. That's going to beat me up. I know it is. Bad. I'm feeding that wolf, that bad wolf. You know what I mean? The good wolf right now is talking to me saying, "Look out there, Scott. Look at how important this is to people." I know I got to choose to feed the good wolf. I care for you. We all care for you. Go out in Taunton and do amazing things in this city, amazing things for the world. God bless to all of you. Thank you so much. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. I'd like to call Mr. Jason Torres to the podium to begin the reading of the names of the class of 2022 Taunton High School graduates. Mr. Torres.
Before we begin reading the names, a brief reminder to the audience to be respectful of the graduates and the families in attendance today. We do not want distractions which may take attention away from the graduates as they cross the stage. Please refrain from using air horns or other noisy devices. Every student here today deserves to have their name heard loudly and clearly. Thank you very much. Rami Abu Zaid. Vanessa Kyla Adams, cum laude. Haley Arline Aldrich, magna cum laude. Morgan Rose Alexo. Araceli Adelina Alicia, summa cum laude. Aiden Michael Almeida Gonzalez. Jaden Alves. Kevin Matthew Alves. Mariah Lynn Alves. Allison Irene Amaral, magna cum laude. Madison Renee Amaral. Ashley Marie Amaro, magna cum laude. Michelle Rose Aminova, magna cum laude. Jamie Elizabeth Anderson. Andrea Patricia Dos Santos Andrade. Haley Marie Andrade, magna cum laude. Josue Alexandro Avellino Andrade. Marcelo Andrade. Mateos Ferreira Andrade, cum laude. Isabel Grace Anslow, magna cum laude. Lucas Shane Anthony Jr. Hector Alejandro Aponte, summa cum laude. Janessa Licia Arguello, cum laude. Nathan Ahar. Chiamaka Flora Araguzo, cum laude. Onika Nelson Araguzo. Jason Cameron Aruda. Kaylee Shavs Aubin, cum laude. Frederick Robert Baez, cum laude. Jordan James Balanca, cum laude. Christian Zachary Balmain. Malik Baptista. Alexa Margaret Barger, cum laude. Navar Emmanuel Jeremiah Barletier. Amaya Madison Mercedes Barrows. Destiny Page Barrows. Kiana Marie Barrows, summa cum laude. Isabella Janessa Bartlett. Elijah Charles Batiste. Corey Matthew Bedoin Jr. Cassidy Kimberly Becker. Jocelyn Elizabeth Becker. Michael Louis Benoit, magna cum laude. Angelise Shea Bernard Ramirez. River Jackson Burnt. Stephanie Madison Berthel. Dylan Thomas Bilodeau. Jackie Victoria Bizio. Caitlin Elizabeth Bizarro, magna cum laude. Nicholas Michael Blackwell. Nasa Blaze, cum laude. Adam David Blanchard. Madeline Kathleen Boardman, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Boehm, summa cum laude. Elena Maria Bonilla. Felipa Rosani Montero Brito Borges, magna cum laude. Colin Matthew Botello, magna cum laude. Madison Rose Bowers, cum laude. Elijah Olivio Brackett DeAndrade. Shane Bradley. Colin Paulo Braga. Jada Brianna Bronco. Jillian Kate Brando. Kelsey Elizabeth Brennan, magna cum laude. Cam Edward Briggs. Naomi DeSantana Brito, cum laude. Nyla DeSantana Brito, magna cum laude. Evelyn Rose Broomhead. James Claremont Brosnan Jr., cum laude. Ethan Matthias Buckmeyer Hope. Heaven Elizabeth Jean Bullock. Kyla Ann Burgess, magna cum laude. Kylie Marie Burgo, cum laude. Eddie Joshua Cabral. Evan John Calley. Brady Joseph Callahan, cum laude. Aislinn Brooke Campbell, magna cum laude. Akira Latrice Caparata. Annabelle Marie Caramello, cum laude. Eric Matthew Cardoza Augustus, cum laude. Olivia Rose Carnell. Jalea Jonette Carthy. Emma Lee Carvalho, magna cum laude. Nicholas Tavares Carvalho, summa cum laude. Naya Arujo. Jonathan Antonio Castillo. Katrina Rosaire Casting. Summer Elizabeth Castle. Jaylisa Texera Centeo. Jordan Lena Chantre. Mark Chervens Charles. Antonio Richard Chaves, cum laude. Noelise Adriana Chavez. Johnny Chen, magna cum laude. Borodine Sherry, magna cum laude. Sarah Sabatini Sherry. Alexis Abigail Chinea. Braden Christensen. Rowan Antrim Shimataro, cum laude. Leah Rose Clark. Sarah Louise Clark, cum laude. Michaela Ann Marguerite Cleary, summa cum laude. Tyler James Coe. Olivia Lee Colby. Sophia Grace Collins. Tommaso Colonetti. Lauren Michael Corcoran. Anthony Joseph Cordaro, cum laude. Aria Marie Cordero, magna cum laude. Kaylee Alexis Cordero. Alini Correa. Isaias Gonzalez Correa. Alicia Brianna Correa Silva, magna cum laude. Aiden Joseph Costa. Jordan Matthew Costa. I'd now like to welcome to the podium School Committee member Nate Pulowski to hand out the next diploma. Anthony Costa III. Kaylia Marie Carter. Miranda Lynn Coots, magna cum laude. Montana Crail, magna cum laude. Samantha Olivia Crowley, cum laude. Michael William Cruz Bermudez. Nicholas Raymond Cunningham. Lacey Drew Cutting, cum laude. Mackenzie Grace Cutting, magna cum laude. Eric Joseph Dacey. Aliana Maria DaCosta. Brent Allen Denise. Omid Darius. Phyllis Asha Darko, summa cum laude. Colby Alexander Darling. Brooke Alexandria DeRosa, cum laude. Skyla Ann DeRosa. Cassidy Kimberlyn Da Silva, cum laude. Marian Barboza da Silva. Colby Michael Dakuda, magna cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth DeFaria. Alana Annalise de Jesus. Shannon Marie de Jesus. Natalia de Jesus. Abigail Mary Delisle, magna cum laude. Dante Antonio DeMello. Gavin James DeMoranville. Jack Lincoln DeMora. Jamaida Carrito DePina. Alicia Delia DePina. Isabella Catherine D'Souza. Noah Antonio D'Souza, magna cum laude. Tyreek Jalen DeRoche. Ashanti Marie Diaz, cum laude. James Edward Doherty, cum laude. Taylor Holt Doherty, magna cum laude. Janazi Jadis Dones. Delcio Alejandro Mendez dos Santos. Taylor Doherty Doyle, cum laude. Nicole Lauren Drake, summa cum laude. Kieran Daniel Dunning. Noah Robert Durang. Annabelle Lexi Edwards. Matthew Kyle Emond, magna cum laude. Tyler Joe England. I'd now like to welcome City Council member Estelle Borges to hand out the next diploma. Jessica Danielle Enos. Adrian Jose Estrella. Benjamin Charles Farrar, magna cum laude. Kendra Lynn Fernandez, cum laude. Nathan Edward Fernandez, cum laude. Derek James Ferrara. Aiden Lewis Ferreira. Elise Christine Ferreira. Sabrina Cabral Figueredo. Matthew Phil Zame. Nicole Elizabeth Fisk, magna cum laude. Zachary John Fitzgerald. Trevor Scott Flavin. Adonai Daniel Florencois. Jenna Marie Foley, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Foley, cum laude. Jaron Lopes Fonts. Julia Margaret Ford. Jennifer Francic. Matthew Mora Franco, summa cum laude. Kyla Nicole Freitas. Tyler Anthony Fro, cum laude. Gian Sebastian Fuentes. Michaela Marie Furtado. John Robert Furtado, Jr. Bethany Taylor Fusick. Liliana Sophia Galarza. Cade Gallagher. Michael John Gambardella. M. Gannon, cum laude. Olivia Marie Gannon, cum laude. Mayani Ador Gibson. Skyla Rose Giddon. I would now like to call Mrs. Jamie Pereira to continue the reading of the names of the class of 2022 Taunton High School graduates.
Jaquan Dante Gilliard. Jack Louis Gobin, magna cum laude. Matthew Wayne Goddard. Paige Summer Godwin, magna cum laude. Azalea Jessiana DePina Gomes. Anthony Mark Gomes. Giovanna Laciana Gomes. Elise Simone Gomes Turner, cum laude. Yvonne Gonzalez. Jayla Delaney Gonzalez Lopes. Dante Francisco Gonzalez. Bradley Goodies, cum laude. Jose Isaac Gordiels. Elias Gouveia. Delaney Mare Goyette, cum laude. Cole Granville. Coy Graves, magna cum laude. Tyler Allen Greenwood. Megan Amelia Griffith, cum laude. Zachary Michael Halloran. Skylar Jean Harnish. David Lee Harnois. Noelle Elizabeth Harris. Corrine Grace Hathaway, magna cum laude. Keegan Michael Heath. Kenneth K. Henderson. Anja Marie Hernandez. Tristan Allen Harry, magna cum laude. Ariana Jean Higgins. Christopher Nichols Hinkle. Torrin Stanley Hodgson, cum laude. Adrian June Edinan Amazu. Jacob Seth Indek, cum laude. Lauren K. Ioli, summa cum laude. Travis J. Isabel. Sophia Ismay. Sydney Malia Jack, cum laude. Raiden Jacobs. Rubiana Elijah Jean. Andrew D. John Lewis. Alex Jerome Jr. Logan Michael Jorez. James Edward Johnson Clash. Clifton Shane Jones. Janasia Sky Jones. Taib Asia Jones. Jonathan Joseph. Jasmine Elizabeth Juba. Madison Ray Julio, magna cum laude. Angel Lee Kalpaka. Ionis Nicholas Karageorgis. Anthony Joseph Karantanakis. Sean Brady Karcher. Zachary Henry Carroll, cum laude. Rihanna Kavanaugh, magna cum laude. Nathan Tyler Keenan, magna cum laude. Emmanuel Alexander Kelly. Peyton Alicia Kelly, magna cum laude. Joshua Hunter Kennedy. Tyler Ralph Kennedy. Christina Marie Antunez Kenyon, magna cum laude. Lauren Patricia Kessel. Ariba Khan, summa cum laude. Emily Patricia Kiker, summa cum laude. Max Kingsbury, cum laude. Jade Catherine Kirkland, magna cum laude. Ethan Thomas Knorr, cum laude. Garvey Nyler Labonte. Gabrielle Rochelle Lurston, cum laude. Yara Lower. Joshua William Lawless. Caitlin Nancy LeBlanc, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Lee, cum laude. Tatum Elizabeth Lemaire, summa cum laude. Jacob Daniel Lemos. Tyler Xavier Lennon. Andrew Garrett Laterno. Paul Andrew Leveroni Jr. Adrian Victoria Levesque, cum laude. Caleb Daniel Levesque. Cassidy Rose Levesque. Kayla Michelle Levesque, magna cum laude. Maya Leah Alasia Light. Nicholas Lima. Brad Thomas Lincoln, cum laude. Jeremiah Lindor. Guy Augusto Texera Lisboa, magna cum laude. Jipang Lu, magna cum laude. Daniel Catherine Lofgren, magna cum laude. Anderson Gomes Lopes. Naira Lise Lopez. Ethan Louisney. Elena Nicole Lovenberry. Timothy D. Luke, magna cum laude. Krishante Lee Lucas. Nicholas Mark Lucas. Angelina Isabel Lynch, cum laude. Braylee Elise MacDonald, magna cum laude. Giovanna Fernandez Macedo. Tara Nicole McNutt. Nia Maynard Smith, cum laude. Patrice Evelise Maldonado. Mackenzie Elaine Mann, cum laude. Elijah Avery Marcelin Rosa. Ashley Melissa Marmalejos Sanchez. John Matthew Marat. Chrissy Rose Marat. Alexi Lee Martin, magna cum laude. Sean Henry Martin. Chad Michael Martinez. Jolie Lisa Ruth Martinez. Marissa Rose Martinez, cum laude. Mia Carolina Martinez. Carmen Lisette Martinez. Faisal Moss, cum laude. Boutros George Mata, cum laude. Nafia Takari Matthews, cum laude. Madison Alexa Maynard, cum laude. Kylie Brooke McCarthy, magna cum laude. Alana Rose McCarthy. Bobby Kenneth McCarthy Murray. Miranda Ava McCone, cum laude. Dylan Peter McDade, cum laude. Jaden William McEwen.
Thank you.
Hannah Lynn McGinnis. Catherine Marie McMahon, cum laude. Jaden Lee Mead. Brittany Rose Mealy. Daniel Giovanni Medina. James Michael Melito Jr. Casey Jillian Melito Santos, magna cum laude. David Botello Mello. Brandon David Mendes. Derlay Depina Mendes. Olivia Jade Mendonça. Ayana Jade Mercado. Jean Callie Messalon. Olivia Rose Miller. Jocelyn Socorro Gomes Miranda. Jack David Matozo. Charles Joseph Arthur Monty. John Robert Montero. Kayla Victoria Mort, cum laude. William Moya Cruz Jr. GJ Ebenezer Mualis, magna cum laude. Amber Marie Mulvey, summa cum laude. Gianna Florette Mulvey, magna cum laude. Danae Jade Myers. Jennifer Natalie Naranjo. Amber Lee Elizabeth Nathan. Cheyenne Jasmine Nelson. Caitlin Knock Nguyen. Patrick Sean Nonpleggy Jr. Paige Brianna Norton. Deja Love Nunez, cum laude. Isaiah Whisper Nunez. Ariana Karch O'Brien, magna cum laude. Sean O'Connell Jr. Brian Anthony O'Leary. Adewin Ortiz. Summer Elizabeth Ortiz. Cadence Michaela Overlock. Kabina Awusu Achao. Alexis Paiva, magna cum laude. João Ricardo da Silva Paiva. Evan James Panziak, cum laude. Kayla Isabella Perret, summa cum laude. Shreya Naleshamar Patel, summa cum laude. Skylar Elizabeth Pearson Goudreau, cum laude. Jenna Nicole Peckman. Abigail Rose Pedro. Angel Faraz Pelissare, magna cum laude. Taylor Wilford Pelletier. Jaden Allen Pelletier. Rebecca Omalara Pilote. Allison Grace Pereira, magna cum laude. Evan Michael Pereira. Isaac Sean Pereira. O'Dearson Abreu Pereira. Erickson Alexander Perez. Jose Raul Perez. Evan Michael Parada. Gabrielle Olivia Perry. Skyla Jolie Perry. Alexander S. Famala. Jaden Elijah Perna. Abigail Pierre. Ernst Lee Pierre. Kerlenz Pierre. Ashley Pimentel. Joshua Rose Pimentel. Madison Rose Pimentel, cum laude. Jordan Javante Pina. Lola Rose Pineda. Lanija Christine Pyers, cum laude. Shaylin Lorraine Pitsley, magna cum laude. Destiny Ann Poissant. I would now like to call Associate Headmaster Joseph Pomfret to the podium to continue the reading of the names.
Douglas James Pond, cum laude. Shira Prado, cum laude. Christopher Quiros. Guillermo Rebello Costa. Carla Andrelis Ramos. Daquan Jameson Ray. Nicholas Peter Reardon Bartel, cum laude. Alec Michael Rigo, summa cum laude. Ethan Lewis Rigo, magna cum laude. Evan Michael Rigo. Leanne Elizabeth Resendez, cum laude. Kiani Reyes. Caden Lewis Ribeiro. Ariana Jean Richards. Jaden Richards. Cassie Lynn Riley, magna cum laude. Cynthia Faith Rivera. Nicole Marie Rivera. O'Neill Deshawn Rivera. Roberto Rivera. Samantha Ann Robbins, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Robinson, cum laude. Zachary John Roger. Adelina Carla Rodriguez. Ariana Nicole Rena Rodriguez. Daniel Silva Rodriguez. Brandy Lee Rodriguez. Izel Javier Rodriguez. Javier Luis Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Jurelis Rodriguez Brito, cum laude. Yael Roman, Jr. Senlina Precious de Pina Rosa. Nathan Alexander Rose. Good job, buddy. Ethan Robert Ross. Berlangi St. Clair. Lysindra Tracy St. Ville. Robert Yefdil Salgado, cum laude. Mikael Sanchez Vasquez. Anthony Joseph Sanacandro. Aiden Santiago. Rayvon Santiago. Angel Samir Santiago Rivera. Alexander Pavel Santos. Aviana Isabella Santos. Trent Charles Santos, cum laude. Fabiana Sofia Santos de Pina, cum laude. Michael David Sarsfield. Jillian Stacy Schiller. Samuel Thomas Schumacher, summa cum laude. To Jennifer Daluz Samedo. Juliana Elizabeth Seng. Darian Logan Simba, summa cum laude. Joanna Cabral Silva. Reginaldo Nunes Silva, Jr. Serenity Marie Silva Lima. Kiara Elizabeth Simmons, magna cum laude. Molly Ann Simmons, cum laude. Savon Scarrett. Akila Smith. Isabella Grace Smith, magna cum laude. Jubilee Smith, magna cum laude. Brianna Marie Smith. Skylar Marie Smith. Khalil Benjamin Sneed. Brian Robert Souza, magna cum laude. Liliana Marie Souza. Zachary Jace Souza. Abigail Elizabeth Souza, cum laude. Amaya Rose Stankiewicz, cum laude. Mikkel Joseph Stewart, cum laude. Stephanie Stoveska, cum laude. Skylar Madison Strachan. Ryan Joseph Strawbridge, summa cum laude. Colton Wallace Swale, cum laude. Sean Michael Swass, Jr. Kevin Tate. Leah Taylor. Ellison Texera. Stephanie Texera. Jacob Edgerin Texera. Hennessy Alberto Texera. Hannah Tebow. Luke James Thompson, magna cum laude. Ethan Edward Thorne. Kylie Ann Thorpe, magna cum laude. Haley Nicole Tingloff. Mariellis Enid Tirado, cum laude. Isabella Faith Tokars, magna cum laude. Malia Marie Turon. Thomas Tan Tran, Jr. Angelina Michelle Turner, cum laude. Dylan James Tyler, cum laude. Ariana Lynn Ulrich, cum laude. Carla Andrea Umana. Lancia Velez. Silas Vanderhoven. Jairson Varela. Xavier Chevelle Vega Aboidite. Jahira Liz Velasquez. Evan Velasquez. Michaela Marie Vandrell Perry. Haley Elizabeth Vincent. John Adneal Rivera Walker. Rebecca Marie Wallace, magna cum laude. Sophie Marie Wallace. Anastasia Walsh. Erica Elizabeth Walsh. Jason Wanganga. Mary Wanjiku Wanjiru, cum laude. Anthony Weeks. Adam Patrick Weisberg. Tyler Joseph Wirtz. Abigail Elizabeth Westgate. Cameron Todd White, cum laude. Madison Page White, cum laude. Sean Christopher Whitkins. Zabia Tajmay Wicker. Cameron David Wilbur. Naya Marie Wilbur. Javari Andrew Williams. Jonathan Leonard Williams. Kaiwan Williams. Jared James Windle, magna cum laude. Daniel Chan Wong, magna cum laude. Dennis Wong, magna cum laude. Haley Robin Woodward. Peter Yee, summa cum laude. Giovanni Joseph Vera. Umar Yusuf. Olivia Sue Zahner. James Zavala. And Alexandria Zoll.
So he's going to read that. Before we leave, before we graduate you, I want to make sure we give a large shout out to our Color Garden Band. Let's hear it for our Color Garden Band today, huh?
Yes. I would like to introduce our esteemed chairman of the high school subcommittee, Nathan Pulowski, who's going to take you to your final step to today's activities. He's the chairperson of the high school subcommittee, just so you know. Thank you.
Thank you. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. So pause and don't miss this. Look around, look at the people next to you. Maybe they're some of your best friends, maybe you don't know them at all. Maybe you'll know them for the rest of your lives and your kids will be best friends. Maybe you'll never see them until your 20th anniversary or reunion. None of that matters right now because these people right next to you are the closest and most important people in your lives. Because you are all celebrating this major achievement and transition shoulder to shoulder together. You all just completed at least 13 years of public education, 2 of which through a global pandemic. And they're not going to want to hear this, but you all had it harder than your parents. And I know because I was there. So be fiercely proud of yourselves and be fiercely proud of the people around you. Give them a hug, a high five, a fist bump, an awkward nod and a tight-lipped smile. Whatever. Just live in this moment with your fellow graduates. Life is just a collection of these moments. This is one of those moments that you really want to collect, whether this is the end of a chapter or just the beginning of the next. So we're going to do the tassel thing now. So Taunton High Class of 2022, please stand up. And please turn your tassels from the right to the left. You're all high school graduates now. Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody, for being part of this graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. The graduation is now ended. Let's recess out.
That looks great. Thank you. Good job. Nice job, Berg.
Oh, likewise. Thank you.
Well, another successful graduation.
Well done. Well done. All right. CB?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is awesome.
Services.